The significance of Marcus Jansen's Unit B studio that was opened in the year 2008 was a creative hub for the artists located on Evans Avenue off Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, from 2008 to 2016. Marcus Jansen's 10,000 square foot warehouse, titled Unit B Studios, was established as the artist's first major art studio in the United States and could easily reach temperatures up to 110 degrees as the artist would work without AC. Some of the most iconic photos were taken of the artists in this space, including the cover photo of Marcus Jansen Decade monograph taken by his wife, Sabrina Jansen. Unit B was a space where experimentation took precedence and where the first, now well-noted faceless works were produced in 2011. Other works created in the space were Creeping Obstacles in Kansas 2010, Monocultural Farms, and Controlled Chaos in the same year. The studio was a space where his sons and family would occasionally visit and join. Jansen's Unit B studio played a pivotal role in both his personal artistic development and the broader cultural landscape. Situated in an industrial space in the heart of a rapidly evolving urban neighborhood in downtown Fort Myers, Florida, now called Gardner's Park, Unit B became more than just a physical location for Jansen's creative practice. It evolved into a symbol of the artist's commitment to both his craft and the larger community of artists, collectors, and art lovers he engages with. It represented the intersection of artistic freedom, experimentation, and production. In the years since he used the space, the studio was in 2010. A local television channel, hosted by Melissa Chari DeHaven, interviewed Jansen inside the studio. It was the first ever that the artist allowed anyone to film his space. Jansen's first documentary film, titled Marcus Jansen, A Painter's Allegory, a film by Eric Radatz and Flip Minot, was also filmed in December of 2010, while his wife Michaela Jansen was battling cancer, which turned out to be the last public recording of her on film. In the film, Mrs. Jansen talks about her husband's beginnings and highlights the importance of his journey. The raw, industrial aesthetic of the studio itself reflected Jansen's interest in the juxtaposition between urban decay and the regeneration of both human and natural environments. Jansen's work, often characterized by bold, abstract imagery, frequently explores themes of destruction, reconstruction, and the complex interplay between civilization and nature. The space allowed for a visceral connection to his materials, large-scale canvases, thick layers of paint, mixed media, and spray paint, enabling him to express the full intensity of his ideas. In many ways, the studio's atmosphere was reflective of the themes Jansen grapples with in his art, such as the tension between order and chaos, destruction and reconstruction, and individual autonomy versus collective engagement. It was the acquisition of Unit B that truly allowed him to mature as an artist. The studio space became a sanctuary where he could refine his technical skills while simultaneously exploring new ways of expressing his ideas about contemporary society. Unit B was more than just a physical space. It was a place where Jansen's worldview crystallized into a visual language that speaks to the complexities of the modern world. The studio's isolation within an industrial downtown district mirrors the sense of alienation and urban dislocation that runs through much of his work. But it also represents an oasis for creation, one in which Jansen could step away from the distractions of everyday life and focus entirely on his craft.